Oh boy, that was loud. I forgot to mute the stream.
Yo, last week's stream, I was watching the VOD today, and the first thing you hear is just what. Remember, I was like, as soon as I press the button, that happens every week, and all you hear is you like laughing as soon as you turn the stream on.
Who, Brooklyn?
You.
Me? What? Why is it me?
I don't know, cause you're the one that when I was like, all right, stop talking, we're gonna hit the live button, you just started laughing. I don't know why you do what you do.
Now it's gonna be on this one next week.
Yep.
It's been you every week. That's why I was like trying to help you
How
last
long
week.
do you expect us to stay quiet for?
I don't know, just like a minute, 30 seconds.
I mean,
Well, no, it's because it's like the
be honest here.
it's the initial push
hard.
of the button. So it's like every time you push the button to go live, it's like somebody saying a half of a word. You know what I mean? If that makes
Half
sense.
of a word?
Yeah, because it just went live. So on the recording, it didn't record his whole word. It only recorded half of it when I pushed the button. That's why, like, if you listen back to last week's Biggs, your laugh is funny in the beginning.
Oh, I gotta hear this now.
Oh yeah, y'all like had this like
Kelly Goblin.
y'all had like a squeak.
Welcome in.
It was a vibe, dude.
What, a squeak?
Yeah, you
The
like
fuck?
squeak. Y'all like was because it like when I hit live, y'all were in the middle of like laughing. So
About to hear
it
it now.
caught it all goofy. You know what I mean? And then it went into you laughing, and then I don't know. Happens every week. There's nothing I could do about it.
Bruce is serious about it.
Yo, this is serious business on the podcast.
Damn.
I have no time not to be serious.
Wow.
He doesn't have time for our shenanigans, Biggs.
No more shenanigans. Serious business. We got special guests tonight, folks.
We sure do.
And I think today's a Sunday.
Yeah.
So if we can, like, everybody tell your people. Shit's gonna be awesome. Y'all are gonna learn some stuff.
Share the podcast.
I forgot to.
You forgot. You sitting here talking all this smack, talking to me and Biggs about how our laughs sound funny, and you didn't even share out.
Yeah, but I also told everybody to share. So that was me sharing, was telling everybody to share.
Do you want coffee?
Please. So how's everybody's weekend going? We got the homie JR in the building. We got Kelly. We got the people.
My weekend was going pretty
great.
good.
Nice.
I was playing some Sons of the Forest today.
Sons of the Forest.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. What is it? What's it about?
It's like surviving in like a cannibal island.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Your helicopter goes down and there's cannibals on this island. You gotta go locate a family or something.
I see. Well, that sounds pretty wild.
Oh, it's wild, all right. I can't.
All right, I got this shit tweeted. I got it up in my Discord. I got it on the Facebook or the fake book, however you want to call it.
Fake book.
I don't like it over there, really. I only keep it, like, because I got a couple people that I talk to on there. But other than
I feel
that,
you.
it ain't my thing. It used to be a vibe, like, 20 years ago. But now, Twitter's where it's at. Well, I always liked it over there. I have good luck on there. What the fuck? Yeah, I was just checking my Twitter and I get this weird ass message. And even though it's like a spam message, it was a vibe. It's cool. So we are shared and cared. Yeah, Brooker's grabbing some coffee, and then we're going to get this going, yo. We're going to have an incredible show tonight. Y'all are all going to dig it.
Ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, we getting there. She come back. Here she come. She got some fresh coffee. Yeah. We're all locked in, sound on. It's time to get it.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh, nice fire going. Kick the
Right?
feet back. Relax.
Time to get warm. Boom, boom.
Did you do all your sharing? Mm-hmm. All right, we all did too. Ruby, what's good?
Ruby the churro.
Ruby, you like baseball? So who is all with us? We have me,
DJ Bruce.
and then we have her,
Brooklyn, Pot of Coffee, aka the Alien Queen.
and then we have him up there.
That'd be me, I guess.
Yeah.
Biggs.
Yeah, Biggs. What's up, everybody?
And then we got our special guest. I don't know if we should reveal our special guest yet, though. Yeah, you
In
should.
the title.
Yeah, it's in the title.
It's in the title.
Tea Time with Taryn is in the building.
We got JR. What?
Hello, hello.
We're just, doing our normal little chill in the beginning here, waiting for people to come in.
On my screen, it still says new state law or weird state laws.
Mine says VBA Vintage Baseball with special
Yeah.
guest JR.
Ours is all
Yeah, I
good.
just had to reload.
Get it.
Yeah, okay. There it is.
Off it.
It's a Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday.
If you smoke and smoke, if you drink and drink. Those are DJ Bruce's famous words. Just be safe. Be safe about it.
So yeah, I got some goods to smoke on. Yeah, JR's in the house. He's here live with us, Tea Time with Taryn. And we're doing this
Bear the Coder.
Bear the
Welcome
Coder.
in. Welcome in. Thank you for the subscription. We appreciate it very, very much. You are very loved. I hope you had a good day, good weekend, good week.
You can't do that if you're on the show, you goofball.
You ding dong.
Why
Biggs,
not?
that doesn't work that way.
It does work that way.
No.
Yeah.
That's just like going on your other stream and tipping
Just
yourself.
take it.
You can't tip
I would
yourself.
too.
You
I
just
love
did.
myself.
You just tipped yourself.
But you
I
tipped
would.
yourself half of what you gave.
Yeah, I just give y'all some, right? So cool.
Really, you're tipping Amazon.
Well, you know what? I tipped y'all because y'all good hosts too, okay?
Mom of a Navy man.
No, we love you, Biggs. But yeah, Bear the Coder.
Mom of the
Great
Navy
to see you,
man.
my friend.
Mama Biggs.
Mama Biggs is in the house. Nice.
What up? Happy Sunday. Thanks for dinner. Love you.
Wow, that's how you do your mom like that? Mama Biggs, we gonna fix him, Mama Biggs. He gonna be proper next Sunday. We gonna hook him up. He gonna be like, yes, ma'am. I'll bring the cornbread.
Yes, ma'am.
So anyway, we got special guests tonight. We got JR. Everyone knows JR. Everyone's seen him around on all our streams. And he's here live with us.
Cause you wanna go where everyone
We were
knows
talking,
your name.
a couple weeks ago, and we found all this interesting stuff out about him.
So apparently JR leads a double life.
Yeah, he's like a secret villain.
He's a secret agent. I don't know if anybody knows this, but JR is a freaking ninja.
Yeah, the big JR, yo.
Yes,
No,
big
the mod
JR.
that does the most.
Yeah, the super mod on Twitch, that awesome ass guy we see on Twitch. He's a vintage baseball player, yo. And we're gonna learn all about it. Like, we were talking in the Discord, just vibing one day, and we learned all this stuff. And we were like, we need to tell the world. Like, the world has to know. And it's actually a lot bigger thing than we thought it was.
Yeah.
Which I bet half of y'all didn't know that this goes on. Like, y'all are going to go crazy. So we're going to watch a little video after Brooker says her introduction. And then we're going to kick this off and we're going to learn all about vintage baseball.
Yo, this is about to be like movie day at school.
For real, this is going to be nice. DJ Leprechaun.
That big cart that rolls in with that huge ass television that could fall
Yeah.
on you at any minute.
Yeah, the big cart with the
Creaking down the hallway.
Send like,
You knew it was lit when that shit was going down.
send like 4 kids to go fetch it from another classroom.
That was the greatest.
Right.
That was the absolute greatest. If you were the kid that got picked to do that, to go to the library and pick it up,
Right.
Or if they left
you were
it
the
in
shit.
if they left it in another class,
Green slate
Right.
gaming.
and then y'all got to go in and the whole other class watch you roll out their TV.
And just the look on their face.
And y'all be smiling like movie day, bitches.
Green slate gaming. Thank you for the resub.
My homie Willie Will. Hugs and
Been
hugs,
with us
brother.
since Willie Will has been with us since the beginning.
He's one of the first people that actually watched this podcast.
That's why he's
back.
got the first badge.
Yep.
He was like 2 platforms ago.
Yep.
All right, you got an intro? Give your intro so we can play this video.
Bill
Yeah, I
Nye.
had something to say, but I forgot what it was. Well, damn, a hype train just started. So now I don't know what the fuck to do. What do I do? Do I stay or do I go now? Well, Bake Baker, my goodness.
Man, I'm trying to show y'all a movie.
Admin JR. You can't. Why are? All right, Biggs and JR.
Yo.
Shush. None. You're on the show. Nil.
What?
You heard me.
What'd I say? I didn't say none at all.
No, you didn't say anything, but you tipped.
Oh.
You gave biddies. and JR just gifted a sub. And now Bruce is giving us what is wrong with you mental patients?
I had a host with the most. Let's go. Plus, I had to give it to Sham, yo.
Oh, is she in here?
No.
Oh.
I made sure she
You
got
made
it.
sure she got it though. All right, you know what? I give the fuck up. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get started. Actually, hold on. You know what?
Brooker, watch.
Let me smoke this.
Brooker's gonna smoke. Brooker's like, no hype train.
Thank you, Willie Will. Willie Will. No, seriously though, thank you guys. No, every single one of you, including my co-hosts and our special guest. I tell you guys, this has been something that we've been working on for a while, and I think we found the right mix, the right platform, everything. And I think, you guys are just wonderful and amazing, and I love every single one of you. And the Bake Baker, my goodness.
You want to do it like that, the Bake Baker?
Homie.
We're gonna do it like that.
You know what? I'm gonna do a dab. Here we go.
Dad
I'm gonna
before
do it.
the intro.
Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh shit. This is gonna be fun.
I always feel bad when we have special guests.
And it takes like an hour to get ready. The intro's an hour later.
But you know what? We have a good time and nobody cares. It's cool.
Homie Bear the Coder.
Bear the Coder. Man, you're
I
an
love
awesome human. Are you doing shout outs? Or are you just sitting there
Oh shit.
looking pretty?
I looking pretty.
I did 2 hits for you, Kai. I'm gonna do some more, okay?
But yeah, Bear, it's great to see your name in the chats.
Ed Bear.
I've been missing Bear. Me and Brookers always be sitting here like, where he been? He needs to stream again.
I tell you what, what was it? Excuse me. Last week,
Yeah, his stream, he started painting minis.
painting minis. Bear the Coder paints minis now, and he creates the minis.
Yep, makes his own.
All right, I'm gonna do 3 more. Here we go.
Nah, but he's an awesome dude. I met him on here a while back. And he's just a fantastic person, yo. And he's got a cool voice like me and Biggs. So, like, y'all can just sit there and listen, and it's like a vibe. It really is. It'll calm you down. It's like just nice chill. He always got some killer lo-fi music on and shit. It's a vibe.
That was a vibe. I just did 6 hits.
Yeah, I used to like all your streams, Bear. Like when you used to do the digital art. Dig that.
Did you hear me?
Twitch bingo. That's a vibe.
Yeah.
Brooker's did 6 dabs, yo. That's why she's dying.
Woo!
Oh, DJ Leprechaun, hugs and nugs, yo.
Right? Biggs has a voice. Bruce has a voice.
Actually, next Sunday, me and the Big Baker, I think we're hanging out. I think we're slinging ink and smoking buds. I think that's the vibe for next Sunday.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Got a bunch of tattoos to do. Sleepy J in the building.
Welcome in, Sleepy J. Excuse me.
And
Whew. Damn. All right.
hells yeah, Ruby. That's the vibe right there.
What is it?
If you don't cough, you don't get off.
Right? For real. No, I did 6 in a row, dude.
Hells yeah, Bake Baker. These visits are never gonna stop, yo. These ladies need their skin colored in, and me and you need to chill. So it's a vibe.
Willie Will says slang and ank and smoke and dank.
For real. We gotta get Green Slate out here. We gotta get one of them nice Green Slate gaming logos tattooed on them.
And if you don't know, Green Slade Gaming, an amazing streamer, an amazing rapper.
Yeah, my dude actually raps. Like real raps, not like thinks he can rap. Like my
has
dude
albums and shit.
Can rap. My dude is rapping. And he ain't like just picked it up, started the thing. Like my dude good.
He's been doing it a while. He's really good. Really, really good. All right, I'm gonna take a sip of this and we'll get started.
Yo, we actually gonna get started, JR. You still with us or did we kill you?
Oh wait, we're about to beat our record. That's cool.
Oh, he modding.
Put me to work.
We
Already shout.
He was like, Bruce said he'd take care of this shit.
JR.
Here I am working.
Big said he'd take care of it.
Thank you, Green Slade Gaming. Thank you very much. Ready?
Yeah.
Are you gonna laugh
Rock,
at
let's
me?
roll.
Are you gonna laugh at me when I'm done with my intro?
Nope.
Okay, you're just making sure.
Alright, let's kick it.
Yo, VIP.
That's Brookers.
From Babe Ruth to Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays to Derek Jeter, baseball has been a pastime of many Americans. But did you know that baseball predates what we think we know of it? Join us tonight on Pot of Coffee Podcast with special guest JR as he guides us through the world of vintage baseball.
Now we got a video to show you as an intro. It's an excellent video. And this video is the actual people that JR plays with, yo. So
This is his state's leagues.
yeah, this is league, but this is gonna explain everything. So we're gonna have sound on the video, and we're gonna try not to ruin it for you guys. So here we go. This is what we're gonna be talking about, and we got a guy from there here. Yeah, this is a
River
vibe right
Grinders
here.
have been playing vintage baseball for 30 years, more or less. We are recreating the way baseball was played by the 1858 rules. We do that here at Deep River County Park in Maryville, Indiana. Everybody say! Deep River Grinders are charter members of the Vintage Baseball Association. So there are hundreds of teams across the country portraying different time periods of
I forgot
baseball.
to fade
Some
back.
are
My bad, people.
1880s,
My bad.
Some like ourselves are
was about to say.
1858, a lot are 1862. But we play a lot of people in our general region of Indiana, Illinois, and maybe a little bit lower Michigan.
Doc, Thatcher, Lefty.
Team's been around since 1992. In 1991, 5 of us went to the Ohio Village in Columbus, Ohio and learned about the game. And the next year, we had the Ohio Village Muffins come out and play a match here at Deep River. And after that, we've been playing 10, 15, 20, 30 games a year. Foul ball! Foul ball! We're trying to recreate the best way we can the way the game was played in 1858 by gentlemen. So in 1858, first off, there are no called balls and strikes. The only way to strike out is to swing at the ball 3 times and miss it. A foul ball is not a strike. So you really have to really be bad in order to strike out. You are out if you catch the ball, if the ball's caught on a fly or on 1 bounce. The ball is fair or foul based upon where it first hits the ground. So it could hit right in front of the plate, go foul, and it'll still be a fair ball. There's no overrunning of first base. Well, actually there is overrunning, but you can be put out. You need to be on the base. Striker's dead! Well, we call it a gentleman's game. Sportsmanship might be a good word as well. You know, if you're out, you're out. You don't bother arguing about it. It's often hard for the lone umpire to see everything, so the players need to be involved and tell us what's going on. And you will hear players when someone makes a good catch and they'll say, well caught, sir, or fine strike, or whatever it might be. There is gentlemanly deportment on the field.
Good job, sir. Good
I love
job.
that.
We give each other a hard time.
Let's call it modern vintage baseball. In modern
My
vintage
man got
baseball,
dandelion, yo.
All the time.
Made a wish.
Don't scare the camera, man. Oh, the lid's cracked.
In fact, when you strike out, we said the next practice you need to bring, we call them Killians each time you swing, because at the next practice you're supposed to bring a case of beer if you strike out, and then we'll give everybody a hard time. And if you mess up on the field, it could very easily become your new nickname. If you take a stumble, then your nickname the next game might be Stumbles. So, you know, we just give each other a hard time.
I umpire, sometimes other people umpire. Please don't do that. Kill you.
Just laugh and joke and
Although really, it's getting warm.
all that as well.
Should I have to fine them 25 cents, it will, as always, go to my favorite charity for aging umpires and wayward women.
And which faction do you represent, sir?
25 cents, I'm going to find out. Some of the terminology may not be totally appropriate to 1858, but we refer to our audience as cranks. The catcher is often known as the behind, the pitcher as the hurler. When someone runs to first base, you might hear people yell,
Leg it, Dave! Leg it, Dave!
you will hear huzzah many times, or hooray
Huzzah.
for a well-played play, something that's executed well. Actually, you don't hear that too often on Grinder Field, but it does happen.
Welcome in, Mrs. Miar.
We also
Welcome
have
in.
ice-cold sarsaparilla, $2 each. I've been doing it for 30 years because it's a great deal of fun. I've made a lot of friends both as players with people on the sidelines. There's any number of good memories of trips we've made on the field, probably some memories I can't really relate. And let's not forget the medicinal qualities of sarsaparilla. If you're a conservative, it will cure that. If you're a liberal, it will cure that.
Traveling to different teams and seeing where they play in those fields.
If you're a curmudgeon, it sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't, just right there.
Understanding the history of baseball hands-on has been a great experience just to understand the game even better.
We know each other, and it's great to have that kind of family and camaraderie over all these
I would
years.
imagine so.
I mean, it's a beautiful day. You're on real turf. You're close to the game. You're here with your family. It's free. The only thing you really need to buy is a bottle of sarsaparilla. Restorative, curative. The best in the land.
Sarsaparillas.
Isn't that just like root beer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
So, folks, that's it. That's JR's secret. That was his team. Guess who he is on that team? Can anyone take a guess that doesn't know him?
Yeah.
Don't cheat.
What do you,
Don't cheat.
What positions or what do you think he does? Do you think he's a coach? Do you think he's maybe the catcher? Maybe he's the umpire. DJ Leprechaun says pitcher.
Nope, that's not what it's called. I know what it's called.
Yeah, you gotta use proper terms. It's the 1800s here. I think he's a hurler.
A hurler. Yeah, I'll accept that, Leprechaun. I'll accept that.
What all positions do you play, JR?
Right now, I pretty much pitch, or I'll play third base. A lot of times, I was originally playing when I first came into the sport. I was playing a lot of first base because I can catch both right-handed and left-handed, so that made it pretty nice. If it's a wild throw, guess what? I could go either side.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Now, another thing the folks need to know is since they're playing vintage, there's no gloves. No baseball gloves. It's bare hands, guys. Like, no cups, no helmets, no safety gear. Just hard. That's hardcore. Like, they cracking them. Imagine a line drive coming at you.
Everyone gets a nickname he was talking about. Originally, my nickname was One Arm Bandit.
One Arm Bandit.
One Arm Bandit. That's because actually the first time I played, I had a half cast on one of the two arms.
Oh.
Of course, after this second season I started playing, of course they dropped the one arm, and now I'm just known as the Bandit.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah, we got Mrs. MJ. She's a vibe, yo. I love that lady.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of difference between the two sports. You know, the first one is, there's no swing, there's no striking out. The umpire really doesn't, a lot of times he's just walking around talking to the crowd. There's no swing and misses. There's no called strikes. And the only way to get out, 3 total swing and misses.
The Baked Baker, I just want to say real quick, thank you for that gift sub. I think you know how dear you are to us, and I thank and appreciate you.
And he's got all them prizes coming from the DJ Bruce show.
Mm-hmm.
My man gonna have to bring a van with him. He's gonna have to rent a U-Haul.
Gotta have to rent one of those U-Haul trailers. I was just about to say.
Oh, definitely.
He's gonna have to take one of my trucks home.
So, I went on the website, the VBBA website, and that was so informative.
Yeah, and also you guys should definitely check that out. We'll have Brookers type it in the chat.
Yeah, not only that,
there might be some of these games in your area.
You might even be able to join them.
Like, I'm definitely I'm friends with JR, so when he plays a little bit closer to my area, I'm gonna come out and watch one of these games and spend a day out there because it looks like such a vibe, yo. Peanuts, Cracker Jacks, hot dogs, sarsaparilla. And then to watch everybody, because besides the baseball players, the crowd, some people are all dressed up and stuff too. Like the women are dressed up in their hoop dresses and all that cool stuff. So it's just kind of like going to an 1800s Renaissance fair, type. You know what I mean? Take a trip back.
And I do it, mainly because of the Historical Society. A lot of places are cutting their budget, so anything we raise, we send back to them.
Right.
And then now, pretty much when you raise money, you raise it through what? Do you sell tickets, or do you have just sell food and stuff?
Both, or a lot of times if it's a tournament, they'll pay gas money or some money to the team for travel purposes.
Nice.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So the research that I did, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Real quick, so if everybody wants to check out that link or check out if there's games in your area or when the schedules is and just look more info into this, I pinned a link for the whole stream. So at the top of the chat, there's the link if you guys want to check it out or save that link because it's really cool. And that's something a lot of y'all can take the family to. Just get out of the house, go get some sun on ya. Watch some vintage baseball, support these guys. It's pretty cool, and they're not asking for nothing from you. They're asking you to smile. It's kind of a thing. Go eat some hot dogs.
Smiles
Yep.
are contagious.
And then
Nah,
people
it's-
will dress up the we call the cranks, but the people in the crowd they'll be dressed up in the outfits of that turn of the century. So
Yeah, and do
it-
that too if you're interested
Yeah.
in that. Go show up in the crowd and kind of cosplay it, dress up as 1800s, and just have fun. That sounds like so much fun. I'm gonna wear a top hat when I go.
I
That'd
was
be a
thinking of
vibe.
that too. Get that for your show.
Top
Get you a little
hat.
top hat.
A
going.
top hat. We'll have a techno hat redemption and a house hat redemption. And
Leprechaun. I swear to you, he literally was just saying I should dress Amish. I'm telling you,
yeah, but I don't want to be one of them streamers that have like
a gig.
a gig type thing. I just want y'all to like the music and what we're doing over there. I don't need a gimmick.
Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. A gimmick, not a gig.
Like I thought about it, and it'd be cool to like push it like that and then do all this goofy shit. But I really don't want to take away from the music and what we're doing because a lot of it's more for like mental health and just people getting away from the daily life. You know, you just come in there, you vibe out. You can go to a club and be in your living room, so that's kind of cool. Instead of you got one they called Alien. No, we can't dress the Alien Queen as the Amish.
So, in my research that I was doing on the website, most of you know I'm from New York. But what you may not know is I'm also from Long Island. And what you may not even know even more is I hail from Suffolk County. And when I was in school, we would go every year to the old Bethpage Village. And that is actually where today's vintage baseball first began. And I was so interested in that. And I don't remember seeing any of that, but I thought that was so cool. And that began in 1979.
That's the year I was born.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of what you really learn when you're out there playing is how wide to get your fingers. I mean, you're not trying to catch it off the palm; it'll bounce off your palm. You don't want to try to grab it because it's going to break a finger. You want to try to have the ball close your hand as it's going by you, and actually, that's the way you'll hang on to it.
Yeah, that's got to sting. You know that stings.
So is the ball size different too?
No, the weight is a little bit different than the major league, but the diameter is the same.
Okay.
So what you end up, so it's the same size.
And the weight, is there any difference weight-wise? Do you use different like materials?
Yeah, they're hand stitched. There's a place that makes them. That was on that website that makes the original design, and it's all hand stitched together.
You said that too about the bases. That weren't the bases different?
Well, it's 90 feet, but the biggest thing is in the professional right now you can overrun first base without any problem. Well, back then, just like second and third, you can't really overrun those bases without being tagged out. Well, when it first started, if you overrun first, you could be tagged out.
Okay.
Overrun. And then that's something that, I mean, you know, obviously if you grew up in the 1800s playing, wouldn't be silly to you, but for us who enjoy the sport, to go back in time and play the sport, to remember something like that that's so different, you know what I mean? It's like you would think like you're supposed to run past first. But that's why on that website, I made sure that I I copied like all the rules. Because I know too that you said that you really wanted to go over that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is you're running as hard as you can, and then all of a sudden you have to come to a complete stop.
Right.
And you have to stop on that dime. So that's originally why they changed it later on, more around the turn of the century, is for injuries to players, that type of stuff.
Well, yeah, definitely running as fast as you can and trying to stop on a dime, and let alone just stop it on the like dirt and slide, and you're trying to stop on that bag.
Yep.
So I can see.
You're like, "Arr."
Man, I gotta eat my pistachios tonight later, yo.
There you go.
Mrs. MJ,
Hey.
she got the pistachio vibe, yo.
I bought you a bag of unshelled.
I was telling her, I
Pistachios.
said I keep a bag of pistachios in my nightstand. I was telling her that the other night.
Sometimes you just gotta have a pistachio.
I love me some nuts.
And then sometimes, like, I hate when they're like almost all the way closed and there's just like a little bit and you like have to like pull the case. What is that? Shell?
The show.
Casing. But yeah, so I literally copied and pasted this brief history of baseball rules from the website. I did not write this. This is exactly from the website. I just want to say that here. So it says here from 1845 to 1864, fair or foul batted balls caught on the fly or one bounce retired the batter. However, the more skilled players always attempted to catch batted balls on the fly.
Because back then they didn't have the tag up rule. So what you try to do is, if it's caught on the first hop, the base runner can advance at their own risk. So really you wanted to try to catch it in the air, and that forced the runner to go back to the base. There was no such thing as tagging up and trying to take the next base.
So how we know it is if a guy catches a foul ball, I believe isn't the player out?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So here he's not out.
Now, didn't you tell me something? If you hit a foul ball and a fan catches it and then the fan throws it to the other team, then it's considered still out?
Yes. The cranks actually could be involved in the game, the cranks being the fans. If it's actually caught in the air and he hands it to one of the players on the field,
Yeah.
in some of the earlier rules, the ball never hit the ground. So technically it's still a live ball and the batter would have been out.
Imagine you being out by a fan, guys. That'd be crazy. My homie Top Cat. Hugs and nugs, brother.
Welcome in, Top Cat.
We doing vintage baseball with JR.
Vintage baseball.
a legit vintage baseball player, yo, in real life.
You know how they do like Civil War reenactments?
No gloves, bare hands, no cups, hardcore. Back in the
No
day,
cups.
1800 style. Yo, people got
There
killed.
was no cups. That's right. We asked him that question. There was no cups.
Yeah,
like-
no cups, nothing.
You just ain't having kids.
I
Period.
remember one game where it's the first inning, bases are loaded, no outs. I actually hit it over the center fielder's head. It hit the ground, bounced straight up, and he caught it. Okay, but by the time he turned around and threw it back in, all 3 runs scored.
Oh wow.
Oh, no.
And I was out, and he said, well, why you're out? Well, it's actually, you might as well call it a 3-1 sac fly, because the ball bounced once, and then he caught it on the bounce. So I was actually out, but everyone could advance at their own risk.
I still can't believe if it bounced and he caught it, you're out. Like
That is the rules up until about 1865. Then, of course, they had a committee in New York. When they rewrote some of the rules, they said, well, you know, any kid can catch it on the bounce. Us men, we catch it in the air. Well, okay, that's how you started getting broken fingers, forcing more of that. So by 1880s, the gloves started to appear.
The next one was until the start of 1877 season, batted balls were considered fair or foul based on where the ball first struck the playing field or the player.
Yep. So you've probably seen while it rolls down to, we'll say, first base or third base line, and they'll wait until it to either try to wait for it passes the plate or the bag, or it hits foul and goes. It hits fair and goes foul. They just call it an automatic foul ball. Well, back in the early time, as soon as wherever it hits, that's where it starts.
That's just wow.
We have some people who are really good with the bat, and they swing straight down at the ball with putting a backspin on it. So it hits in front of the plate and kicks into the crowd away from third base and takes off running, well,
What?
it's almost impossible to get those guys out.
Yeah, I'd imagine so because it's all the way by the third baseline and he's only at the first baseline.
You want to do Nutso,
Correct.
or you want to do Volcano?
What's nutso?
The blue bomb.
And back when it first
What's
started,
the
you
problem?
also, I'm only allowed to take 1 or 2 steps off the bag. I have
Yeah.
to, they called it base defenders. I have to be within 1 or 2 steps of the base. So now you'd have,
Leading.
right in the current game, people would kind of cheat up a little bit
Yeah.
if they thought they were going to bunt. Well, I have to stay, I can't take off and commit until it's hit.
Okay.
That's baloney.
See, every time I think of like when the baseball players lead, I think of that movie Rookie of the Year. You remember that movie with the kid with like
Yep.
he broke his arm and he's like kept on going off the bag and he's like, pitcher's
yeah.
got a big butt. Oh my god. I just remembered that movie. It was funny. Yeah,
And
right?
then back when baseball first got it, it also was a gentleman's game. So the job of being a hurler, my job is actually to throw it for the hitter to hit the ball. I'm not technically supposed to put any type of spin on it or any type of crazy pitch. I'm supposed to throw it as flat as I can and present the ball for the hitter.
So, now that we got you, you be throwing some spin on that ball, don't you?
Don't.
Hey, I have to take the fifth. Nope.
He has to plead the fifth.
I think
I take the fifth on that one.
I can see my man
You
with
just got him in trouble.
a little bit of extra chalk in his pocket, a little bit of spit on the fingers, just a little. Oh, it
Well,
slipped.
speaking of
You saw-
hurling, although overhand pitching was legal in the National League in 1884 and in the American Association on June 7th, 1885, the game took on a more modern appearance beginning with the 1887 season. Starting that season, pitchers were required to start from a fixed position and pause between pitches.
And also at the same time, they backed up the mound. Originally, we throw from 42 to 44 feet away, which means you're almost on top of the hitter. Now Major League is down at 66 feet away from the plate.
Wow. That's a big difference. Tara,
And yet,
Tara,
Tara,
how you doing, homegirl?
Tara, what's going on?
I just noticed it, and JR already got her. Good job. Way to go. Oh. Sound like you get balls watched by me. What? I don't understand what
I don't know.
read it to me and I'll let you know.
Sound like you get balls watched by main ball.
I don't know.
Most players were barehanded until the mid-1880s. However, a few catchers began wearing a glove or gloves in the mid-1870s. Cincinnati Red's second baseman Bid McPhee, the last of the barehanded players, opened the 1896 season on April 16th wearing a glove. Interesting. That kind of reminds me of back in the day, the New York Rangers National Hockey League team. I suppose there was this rule, similar to the glove rule, where you had to wear helmets, but there was like people that were grandfathered in, and I forget what his name was, but he was one of the last ones, and he retired. He still didn't wear a helmet, I think. But that's kind of what that reminds me of.
Well, then they've taken this step further and now are forcing more of a face mask also for hockey players.
Mm-hmm. They're all toothless. They're poor teeth. They're poor teeth.
Oh yeah.
You would think they got good dentists with that kind of that kind of job would have a good dental plan,
You think like all their teeth is actually like removed now and they just have like dental implants that they take in and out like in between games and just have like gums in the
That's how I would vibe.
it's like gumming it the whole day. There is also from the website a brief history of the game, which I'm sure JR will. I'll say it and then JR will let us know his little tidbits about it.
And don't forget, folks, it's pinned at the top of the thing. That link.
VBBA.org. You can either read along with us or
Well, no, this
join
way-
it and look for teams in your area that if you are interested in a game or want to join it.
Like, these people are out there doing this, yo. They don't even play on baseball fields. They like find a field that's just like rough cut. Like, I'm serious.
I know you're serious, but it's like I'm stoned.
It's like that.
But one of the fields I played on had trees, and if you hit the tree, they said, "Well, that's just it's in the keep playing."
It's like if you build it, they will play.
If you build it, they will play. One of the things that, as I was writing this, that reminded me was they didn't back then too. They didn't spell it as one word. It was two separate words, base and ball.
Yep, that wasn't the word baseball like we know it now. It is technically base and ball.
Nice.
It's also generally accepted by historians that American baseball evolved from an English game known as baseball, like base dash ball, or rounders. I thought that it was similar to cricket, though. Wasn't it?
I don't know, but bongs away to my homie Top Cat, yo.
Hells yeah. Smoking on Bruce's bongs now.
And back in the if you go back to 1825, they actually didn't even really have bases. They had a pole at each of the positions, and you ran the
Ouch.
pole and grabbed this stick, and that was the base itself.
I watch a lot of my Amish play baseball, and they have Amish baseball fields, which they have a backstop, but it's more of like a fence with chicken wire. And then for the bases, they use old plow discs off of the farm equipment. So they actually use metal bases.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just thinking, like, my hand, like, running full speed as fast as I can so I don't get, called out. And, like, my hand grabbing a hold of this and just, like, bleeding.
You
bloody
should see a little
murder.
Amish kid running in the morning when they're playing baseball, and it's, like, dew out there. And they run in.
The dew.
Yeah, like the morning dew. And they hit the fucking base to run around it, and they hit that metal fucking disc.
There he goes.
A fucking straw hat go one way, the kid go the other way.
Did you know that in New York City in 1842, the famous Knickerbocker Baseball Club
Knickerbocker baseball.
was formed by former members of the Gotham Club? The Gotham Club was then formed in 1839. The Knickerbocker.
That's a funny word to say. I wasn't making fun of it. I just
really
wanted to say
It
that.
reminds me that, like, my kids were big into Barty. And it was like one of like the nursery rhyme song things that they sang with like the "Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker, boppity bop."
Yeah, it'd be something like that.
There was a bar in my area called the Knickerbocker.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a
What
famous
is a
name or
Is a
something.
Knickerbocker something?
Probably a name.
I think it's Irish for something.
JR. What
Yeah.
does Knickerbocker mean?
That I don't know. I know the Cincinnati Red Stockings turned into the actual Cincinnati Reds.
Red stockings?
Yeah, they used to be called the Red Stockings.
I did
Just
know
like
that.
Just like you saw my socks are orange
Yeah.
for the team I play for, theirs were red.
I'm gonna get on the Googles while you guys are podcasting. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna look into this Knickerbocker stuff.
So the Knickerbockers began the process of formalizing the rules they used, like eliminating soaking or hitting base runners with the baseball and establishing foul territory, in 1845. Establishing foul territory was a significant step that in separating would become the New York game from the Massachusetts game and town ball, which was popular in Philadelphia.
Remember that building in New York? Mm-hmm. That's the Knickerbocker Hotel.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, it
so is it a person's name?
Yeah. Yeah, remember that one? That building?
I guess that makes sense with the Barney Nursery rhyme.
So yeah, the Knickerbocker, it's a like a name. It don't mean nothing. Schmidt Show. What's going on, homie?
Hey, Bruce,
Yeah.
I just put a link in chat.
In this chat here?
Okay. Schmidt
Hey,
Show.
Jill.
He might not have heard you, Biggs. I was coughing.
Jill,
Yeah.
how long have you been doing it for?
15 years now.
Wow. What made you want to start?
Well, I always played softball, and actually, an umpire for the team that's he saw how well I play softball. We'll leave it at that. And he said, "Ever wanted to play vintage baseball?" I says, "It's baseball. I'll play it. No problem." I show up with a glove and a bat, and he said, "Well, you won't need the glove." Oh, okay. Surprise.
Thank you, the Baked Baker, for that gift sub. You were really loved and appreciated. So, what would you say to you? You know, because I mean, you know, we don't know. We don't know. You play it. What would you say to you is the biggest differences between vintage baseball and how baseball is currently played?
Well, the several of the biggest differences is, of course, the overrunning of first. You go so used to, you know, running that direction as hard as you can, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh, I gotta stop. No, you know, no balls and strikes. I mean, you don't like it, you just let it go. Catching on the first hop is an out. Here's a good example. Here's one I was just talking about when the 1825. Look at there's what their bases were. Post. There's the opposite field hit.
Huh. I'm just watching this video. I'm like, it's just.
Oh, it's not me this week.
That, well, and then,
It's not
and
you
then
this
they changed
week.
it, what they call the plunking rule, where you could actually throw the ball at the player, and if you hit the player, he was out.
Oh, that's bullshit.
So yeah, you'd get welts in other places, like your back.
So besides you have to worry about playing baseball, y'all are technically playing dodgeball.
Dodgeball also, yes.
So like the right fielder can catch it and throw a lucky lob over to third base and it cracks off your skull and the umpire's gonna
And
be
you're
like,
out, and you're
out of here.
Welcome in, Southie. Welcome in. We're
Yeah.
talking vintage baseball with JR.
So that's hardcore. So I guess they mad because their hands are stinging so much from catching the damn ball. They're gonna peg your ass for.
Oh, there he
hitting them.
goes. There's a throw. Thump. He just hit that guy.
Oh, man. But by 1860, the number of teams playing matches vastly increased as new clubs formed in surrounding states, such as New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, as well as Massachusetts and upstate New York. The New York rules were preferred, virtually eliminating the Massachusetts game and town ball. So they just took over that territory. It was like, get out of here. I got this.
Well, more teams moved in and they had to make bigger leagues and.
Yep, and then one side of the state plays, and that's one of the things we always have to watch is, you know, one side of our state plays with the one hop rule, 61. The other side of the plate catches everything in the air by the 65 rules.
So you just gotta agree on rules, gentlemanish, before the game
Yes.
to make sure
And
y'all are all sorted.
And then the home team usually designates those rule sets.
Okay. Yeah, because you're playing under turf.
Correct.
That makes sense.
And then you really don't know who's home and away until they actually do a bat toss. And the winner of the bat toss has their choice of being home or away.
What is a bat toss?
That's when you throw the
You-
bat.
Throw it up, and each one grabs it, and you stack your hands on top of each other.
Okay, and the one
You
that,
get to the top of it, and then the person who's not on top tries to knock it out of your hand. If they can, then they won the choice.
okay, I see.
The first professional league in America was formed in 1871. Vintage. Baseball really is like America's like favorite pastime. I mean,
Well, I
Well,
wouldn't say for
They
everybody.
play 162 games a year, major
yes,
leagues. That's
I
a
know.
lot of
That's
games.
a lot. They do play a lot.
I mean, I probably get in 25 to 30. We play every other weekend.
Okay.
Most times I'll go to a tournament, and it may be a tournament, but could be 2, 3. I've had tournaments of we had one tournament where there was 5 games that I played in one day.
Wow. 5 games in one day, and y'all play full 9 innings.
Normally they play 7,
Okay.
unless it's a championship, then they'll play 9.
Now nobody can strike out too, so if there's a bunch of bad people on the team, don't these games like super long?
I had one game where I threw over 200 pitches.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Like
Yep.
I mean, I get you don't like throw overhand, so you're not really like, but I mean, you're still rotating that shoulder, you know. You're
yeah.
still, you know.
That-
Ouch.
And the photo you got that I've got on the Discord is actually the underhand me snapping the ball.
Wow.
Pretty much.
Now I looked at a bunch of pictures of JR doing these games, and you could tell they took the pictures towards the end of the day. My man was like standing
He was
there.
done.
I mean, you could tell these guys out there though,
They're
like
working their butts
they're-
off.
they're going at it hard. They're not standing out there. They're seriously playing. They're competing. I mean, these guys are putting their all in.
And these outfits are also wool.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, and they're wearing that in the
like
summer.
they really went to that much detail. Like they couldn't just be like, all right, here's some cotton ones.
There's no nice dugouts. There's like a stick and a canvas tent. It's like a stretched buffalo skin.
That like you guys really do like pay attention to detail. Except for that
Well-
one dude in the cargo shorts.
Except for the
No,
kid
they're
in the cargo
basketball
shorts.
shorts.
Yeah, I know.
It was
Cargo
basketball shorts.
Huh?
I said it was basketball shorts.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
Yeah, there's always that one.
Yeah.
There's always that
There's
one.
always
folks.
that guy.
A lot of times our what will sit on between innings will be hay bales.
Really?
Gotta keep it authentic. They out in the farm field. They got their hay bales. They got their little jerry rig dugout to keep some shade off of them, and that's it.
It's got-
Everybody
they just got
walking
the
around with
apple
umbrellas, dressed up. Man, it's gotta be hot. Drinking sarsaparilla.
And they actually do didn't you say y'all work with like the people that do the reenactments of the wars too?
Yeah, we've had some several times that they would do a Civil War reenactment, you know, a little gun shoot between North and South, and then we'd set up a game afterwards because it's trying to be period authentic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like stuff like I am a big hit. Like I never liked history or learning history in school, but like since documentaries became widely available, I have become the biggest history buff, and I love when little things like that, like just the attention to detail and everything that gets done is perfect. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's one of the things we try to
Just
do.
so you know.
also. That's one of the things we try to do also is we try to speak in the language. So, we talk behind or hurler or, huzzah, or a daisy cutter is just a bouncer through the infield. So we try to use the language that they used to
Daisy
use
cutter.
back in the 1860s.
Isn't it like transatlantic accent? Isn't that kind of
Yo,
like?
when I go to work tomorrow and all the Amish kids are going to school, I'll be like, yo, you hitting daisy cutters today, yo?
No, and then like at the end of the day when they leave, you're gonna go huzzah.
Yo, I'm gonna give them a huzzah.
I like that.
Yep,
I
huzzah.
think-
We do it
yeah.
all the time.
Huzzah. So not only did men play baseball, but women played baseball in the 1860s as well.
For the record, though, on Fridays, I get all the Amish kids to say this that Friday.
If you noticed in that video you first showed, there's someone playing first base, a female playing first base.
Ah, I did not notice.
I see.
So apparently this started all in a novel that was published in 1818. Jane Austen's character Catherine is described as follows. It was not very wonderful that Catherine, who had by nature nothing heroic about her, should prefer cricket, baseball, riding on horseback, and running about the country at the age of 14 to books. So women who saw all that, read the book obviously, and saw baseball becoming a big thing, they decided that they were going to play it, but most Americans considered it to be too rough and too hard for women to do, as they did most things. But in the 1870s they even considered it inappropriate, but women did it anyways. Sorry. A History of the Resolutes and Period Baseball at Vassar was published in July through August of 1994 of American Heritage, titled The Girls of Summer. The Girls of Summer were girls who were called bloomer girls because they had to play baseball and they all wore skirts. So
I had to wear bloomers underneath.
girls always wore bloomers back then.
Okay, I don't know.
That's just how that worked.
I don't know. I don't even know what
There
a
is like piles.
I don't even know what a bloomer is, Brookers.
It's like
Pants.
underwear covering.
Oh. I thought it was like pants with the frilly frills.
It is, but it's like it covers like your hoo-ha.
Gotcha.
It's like underwear.
Like a cup.
No, it's not a cup.
It's a cup.
It's not a cup.
No, it's like shorts that they wear underneath dresses.
It's like clam diggers, but they're like
Clam diggers.
Those are-
What?
clam diggers.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That's
clam
like the
diggers
pants.
with
That's like the
frills.
pants that go like halfway up your calf.
And then they have like frills.
They're called clam diggers.
Then they have frills.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, that's what I was
it's
talking about.
undergarments.
Those are bloomers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're like pants.
Well, they're not pants though because they were worn underneath the skirt.
Yeah, but they're still like they were down to like here.
We're gonna have this conversation for like a year.
Yo, I'm trying to
Like
figure this
boxer
out.
briefs for women.
Mrs. MJ, you know what I'm talking about. Come on, someone help me out. Green said,
Right? Why would a woman do? Well, okay. So apparently, like how like men just like punch each other in the nards.
you girls.
Apparently, it hurts.
No, we don't do that,
Apparently,
yo.
it hurts if women punch each other in the hoo-ha as well.
Well, we don't do that.
It was like on Tosh.0. Google it. I promise you. It's
can't
actually
be
really
real then.
funny.
Yeah, but they do it for YouTube. That's not.
But that's why a girl would need a cup.
No, but playing baseball or something or doing sports, I could see him needing a cup. That shit hurts if you get kicked in the privates, girl or guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Mrs. BR says, yes, it hurts women.
See, I knew it hurt. I thought bloomers were like a cup, like they had some pads and shit.
The most successful female player and team owner was Maud Nelson. That poor woman with that name.
Maud.
Maud.
That was probably a popular name back then. That was probably like
was.
that was probably a sexy name back in the 1800s. Like, ooh, your wife's name is Maud.
Hey, Maud.
cooter kicks hurt like a motherfucker.
They do. They do. Tara knows. She's been kicked in the cooter a couple of times. No, I'm just joking.
There's so many words I can say that can be funny right now, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna be an adult today.
She played on the Boston Bloomers and the Star Bloomers before joining forces with her husband, John Olson, who was owner of the Cherokee Indian Baseball Club in 1908.
08 suckers.
After 2 years, she sold the Western Bloomers girls to her partner and went to create another ladies club. And she did this a bunch of times.
Did she create a league of their own?
Shut the fuck up.
Why was that?
I was about
Really?
to ask if that's when it started.
I thought that was a true story.
It was a true
Yeah.
story, but that was during World War II.
Okay, but did this stem from her? Like she could have
I
been.
mean, I'm sure
She
this
could've
was
been-
like the founding mothers.
That's what I'm saying. She could have been 90 years old and everybody went to war and she's like, look, ladies, we got to create this league.
Listen up, bitches.
But she didn't, maybe she wasn't, she used to be a player and then maybe she's the one who started that too. That's all. I'm not being silly. This is serious business on the podcast.
I don't know. I'll have to ask Madonna. She knows.
Yeah, there was the movie, League of Their Own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to see if that was related. I'm gonna be quiet and just watch the deer. I'm gonna do my video work and I'm gonna do that like stuff, computer stuff. I'm gonna give shout outs. That's what I'm gonna do. Southie needs a shout out.
Southie needs a shout out. Every time, I used to have it on VHS, that movie. And at the end, it would play like Madonna's music video.
Really, the Bake Baker. He said that movie was filmed in where he lives.
Oh, right on. Oh, that's awesome. Did not know that. The more you know. This used to be my playground.
That's
That
what I'm
song,
talking about,
I
Mrs.
loved
MJ.
that song. That was the best song.
We end that Sunday getting baked out.
Hells yeah.
Talk show shit. It's that talk show vibe, y'all. This that Sunday.
According to the VBBA website, ladies baseball would thrive until the Great Depression, when many clubs, both male and female, folded in hard times. Which, if the nation's going through economically hard times,
everybody
nobody's
is.
going to be going to baseball games, so nobody's going to be getting paid.
Well, even that, the baseball players got to feed their families and don't have time to play baseball because they got to go.
Yeah, and I'm sure back then they weren't getting paid nearly as much as baseball players are today. So, did they even get paid?
They did I think that right around the turn of the century.
So, Nate, really, you guys didn't get paid. It was all just weekend warriors having a good
Weekend
time,
warriors.
Oh yeah,
inventing some baseball. Like going
I don't
over,
get paid if that's your question.
going over to Farmer Joe's field. He's gonna let y'all play this weekend. The whole town to get together, and I mean that's kind of how they did it, right?
But they did. I mean, literally, and we pace off 90 feet, and here we go. I mean, there's some places that I played that there was some nasty ruts in it.
Or like, you guys roll into a town and, talk to the local farmer. He's going to put up the game. Y'all throw some posters out and everybody meets on a Sunday after church,
Well, and that's how, I remember, I love watching When Calls the Heart. And it's, early 1900s and they were playing baseball. And that's what it was. It was, after church, everybody got together and everybody just played the game and they had a picnic and, everybody, it was just that's how it was.
It was the big weekly entertainment or whatever, Everybody got together.
And that's why there wasn't really leagues.
Right.
We don't play in a league. We're all travel teams. I travel all over the state, there's times I'll be, hundreds of miles away from home.
That's so crazy. You're so dedicated.
That's a true love.
Right?
I mean, to spend all your spare time and then to keep it authentic like that. So that's a big cost, costumes. Well, not costumes, but uniforms. But authentic. So you got to find that. You got to get all this stuff custom made.
Correct.
much.
Everything is custom made.
It ain't like you go to over to Dick's Sporting Goods and picking up a vintage baseball thing and being like, sew my name on it.
Now, JR, what drew you to it? Is it the history, or is it the sport, or is it both?
It's the sport, because I've always been a really good baseball player in high school, but I decided to go a different route and working. But I never really got out of that habit.
My homegirl Blades, welcome in.
What's going on, Blades?
Everybody, Blades is a new streamer. She's an amazing, amazing person, mini artist, and just, well, I don't know.
She kicking vibes over
I
there,
love her
yo.
to death.
Hit that follow.
Oh my god,
There's
love
another
baseball.
video
Been a
for you,
fan
Bruce.
since 1990. Right? I love baseball too. You know, it's so funny. My house, I have 2 boys, and my husband, obviously, and I'm the big sport nut. I have no girls, but I'm the big sport. I love football. I love baseball.
Yeah, I'm not really into sports, but I don't like watch TV or nothing either. So,
The last 2 days here at Greenfield Village, we've brought in 6.
yikes.
Bake Baker, my goodness, you need to sit on your hands.
Me?
No, Bake Baker.
What do you do?
He
What
gave
did he
another
do now?
gift sub out.
That's my homie.
He gave a gift sub out to Blaze.
I love my homie, yo.
Thank you.
Sit
Bake
on your
Baker.
hands.
You gotta love the homie.
Now I'm a Yankee fan. That's like no surprise.
I'm a Mets.
I'm a Yankee.
I don't
you
watch-
are not.
I don't watch baseball, but the only
Bruce.
baseball I watched, I went to a Mets game, so I gotta
Mets
just
suck.
say Mets. That's the only
suck.
game I ever saw. But
So-
I was there in real life, so I gotta say it. What am I gonna do?
I grew up where I grew up. It was like Irish Catholic area, and we had like my whole neighborhood was like that. But my whole neighborhood was split between the Yankee fans and the Met fans. And when the Subway Series would come, we would like all get together in like somebody's basement, whoever had like the biggest TV at the time.
Now, why do they all have red rags hanging out of their pockets? Is that just like part of their uniform because they want to look cool?
Well, yeah, that might be something they found authentic. That was one of the things that we found out with us. There's a nice collision. Boom. Yeah, try to stop at first base. But yeah, we found out that actually our team had knickers. So the next year, instead of long pants, now we got knickers like what you see there, half-high pants.
I would dress like that still. That'd be cool. They had cool hats. I like the caps.
Hey, JR, how many games have you won?
A lot. Last year, we were something like 14-3.
No, I meant like in your total career.
Oh wow, that's too many to count. My best batting season, I was 40 for 41. How's that?
Jeez, wow.
I've always been able to smoke a baseball.
Nice.
I could smoke a bong, yo. Nah, I played baseball when I was a kid. I could do baseball, yo.
I played softball.
See, I'm not one to watch sports, but I could play sports.
Are there any coaches on the teams?
There's usually a manager who kind of coordinates it all. But back in the 1860s, they didn't actually have they didn't have coaches on the base paths. So you had to decide based on the cheering from your bet or from the dugout. Should I go to second base? Should I try for third? I don't know.
So when the All-American Girls Baseball League, the what we were talking about with the Rockford Peaches from that movie, so they're called the Women of the World War II Girls Baseball Living History League. They honor the women of the All-American Girls Baseball League by playing recreational, competitive 12-inch softball games at different historical reenactments, much like JR does. But that's who that was the All-American one, because I remember the song in the movie. Do you remember the movie? They're all singing that song.
I'm not too sure.
Love that the pirate hats stayed with that theme.
That's the black and white hat that you see, more of a, instead of the crown hat, it's more of a flatter top.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what this video is, JR, so hopefully the time period's right.
Yep, this is another one, and since I recognize the Nationals, this actually is 1865, so it would be the
Look at that, yo. They got a steam
in the air.
train in the background.
Oh yeah, the
That's
train
so
comes
cool.
around, we stop the game, we wave at the train as it goes by, and then we start the game again.
Yeah, I'm just riding the algorithm off the links you sent, so
Cool.
it's a vibe. We got it, folks. We got it right, folks.
So the original All-American Women's League was made up of only 4 teams. The Kenosha Comets, the Racine Bells, the Rockford Peaches, and the South Bend Blue Sox. The Living History League is 4 years old and is open to, that's what the website says. I'm not sure how updated that is. And is open to all women who wish to interpret World War II home front baseball history and have fun doing it. Much like JR's as well. I think that's like, if you go to the VBBA.org website,
Pinned on top of the chat, folks.
pinned on top of the chat,
In case you came in late, that's the website, and you can find like local games in your area. You can check out about all this information we've been talking about tonight, and then like get out there, take the family, yo. Check these guys out. Go and sit in the audience. You could be like this. They got old cars. Look at all this action. That could be a vibe. Y'all just go get your lawn chairs, some sarsaparilla, buy some hot dogs, and go enjoy the show. These guys are out there doing it to entertain y'all, show you the true love for the sport from when it started. So definitely check out that link.
Tara's like wrote that, and I'm like sitting there singing it in my head. We are the members of the All-American team. We go from city, near and far. All right, I'll stop.
You can keep singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Brookers.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the whole purpose behind this. It's for the entertainment of the fans. And you'd be surprised. Hopefully they show the fan base here. There's going to be probably between 100 and 150 people on the sidelines watching the game. They also have like a 4-piece band that plays also while this is going on.
And they play timey music from that era.
Yes, they do.
So they got the cars, folks. They got everything. Like you could do, like Back to the Future, that shit. Just you stepping into 1800s. Just boom. Lucky Beetle. Hugs and nugs.
Lucky Beetle, my love, my favorite Beetle.
You know
How
other
are
Beatles?
you? I do. I know a guy named Fred Beetle.
Really?
No.
I was going to say that's the only Beetle I know.
Just so you know.
Yeah, we're
Take a look
talking
at
vintage
that,
baseball.
fence. Look at that fence behind there.
Everything's authentic.
That's
huh?
like that
Yep.
around here too.
Yeah, that's
We
like
got fences like that here.
I live by the Amish, so that's modern fencing.
They just paint it every year with tar. Right? Is it tar? Or is it just black paint?
Probably just black paint.
I don't know why I said tar. Why would it be tar?
Probably to preserve it.
Yeah, so I'm smart. See that?
Yeah, Brooker's is smart like that.
See? I thought ahead. I know
So
shit.
yeah, they're introducing the opposition in this match going on right now. So that's what he's doing.
We dance, we dance, we dance. Everything's better with a bag of weed. What's Scotland? Sneaking into the coffee containers? Hydrate. Drinking my coffee.
I gotta get up. Top Cat making me
Hydrate
get
your lungs.
Top Cat making me get up now. I
Why
can
don't you
get,
hydrate your lungs?
I just did, yo.
Oh.
I'm big.
Yeah. Bruce gonna come back with a Red Bull and a coffee cup,
Oh Lord.
fancy pants style.
Fancy pants style.
Like I said,
Yeah.
we need to get Bruce a hat like that too.
With what is those mono? What are those mono whats?
Monogram.
Monogram?
I have no idea.
Monogram shirt. There we go. Like this one here.
No, the spectacle.
Oh, monocles.
Monocle.
There you go,
Monocles.
Top Cat. I got my ass up. I got myself a fresh Coke. Pinky's up, my friend. Cheers.
I think I got pee.
Talking over the rules and what's difference between what they play and what the other team plays.
Monocles. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna dress like the Planters peanut guy. I get the cane, big ass pimp cane with like gold tips. Like it's gotta be
What?
black.
You do need a pimp cane.
It's gotta be black and then like gold tip on the bottom and a gold handle, like with some like mahogany inlay.
And
Yeah.
a gold tooth.
So
No, I want to get a grill. Fuck that gold one
Look,
tooth.
if you look,
Get the
those
whole grill.
on the floor, on the ground there, that actually is. They say, remember they talk about chalk, well they actually used flour is all they used back in the
Oh,
1860s for
clever.
marking the lines.
Uh-huh.
What do they use now? Like
Chalk
chalk?
or paint.
Major League uses chalk, uses a chalk, but we still lay down flour.
I'll be
okay.
right back.
5-pound bag of flour, and you just go up the line.
No, we gonna have like a techno hat or a trance hat or something to bake Baker. Get like a top hat. That'd be a vibe.
What's the oldest person you've seen playing before, JR?
Well, there's kind of a joke about that because I'm up there in age, and one of the guys thought he was the oldest one at 60, and his nickname was Dirt. Well, I found out I'm older than Dirt.
But are you still younger than Water?
I don't know. We have to find out who Water is on our team. Yeah,
I always say that. I always say I'm older than Dirt and 2 years younger than Water. I've been saying that shit since I was like young.
Since I was young.
For real, I was saying that shit at like 24. It was just like, I always just said it. I always liked that one.
and then that's pretty dangerous running up that hill and try to catch it in the air.
Yeah, you get hit by a train. Anybody ever hit the train when it went by?
No, they force us to stop it, but stop play when the
Gotcha.
train gets close. But that train track is real short. That's almost an excuse me opposite field hit for me.
Is there always a train that goes by the game?
Yes, it loops
Oh.
around this this compound that they play in.
So that's cool. Like, y'all can check out that link. Y'all can go ride a train. Y'all can go watch some baseball. They're doing it. These people are actually out there doing it to entertain y'all. Dressing up like that, putting into work, and they're not even like acting playing. They're seriously playing this game the old school way. They're getting hurt.
They're getting hurt.
This guy's gonna line drive it into the next guy, and the next guy don't even got a glove, cup, helmet, nothing. He's just gonna take it.
I mean, how fast do you think these balls are getting hit, JR? Have you guys
Any-
clocked it?
Blades, there's no gloves. Look at them. No gloves, bare hands. They catching barehanded.
75, 80.
Oh my goodness. And you're catching them at that speed?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Look, these guys are hardcore. And you know that hurt when he caught that. Like I could feel the sting, and I ain't even like no. I'm too weak for that.
I couldn't do it.
I could do it if I had to, but
Yeah, that'll sting.
I don't want to. I'm
Absolutely.
smarter than that. I'd be like, no, I'm gonna go up a few years. We're gonna play Babe Ruth era. We'll have them funny looking big fat gloves. Look
Where
at
you're
all-
Those
so
were big.
old, where you're so old, you just hit the ball and then have someone else run to the base for you. Wasn't that true? Because he was like too heavy to run.
Well,
Yeah.
don't they do that for pitchers? Like, don't they get like pitch hitters or something?
Yeah.
Well,
Pitch hitter.
they have. I mean, nowadays they actually in the lineup they have a designated hitter who hits in the position of the pitcher.
Did they do anything like that in the vintage era?
No, unless you've been injured, and then you can get a pitch runner for you, sometimes right out of the box, or maybe at one of the positions if you got hurt running the bases a little bit.
Now, if someone actually gets hurt, do they gotta like Pony Express them off, or do y'all have ambulances?
Espresso? Really?
Call for the ambulance.
You had like
Broken
Dr.
finger.
Quinn medicine woman come to your aid.
Yeah, do you have? Well, I'm trying to see how
She came
authentic-
riding
yeah.
in with Sully on a freaking wolf.
You got that like old doctor beak on, so she doesn't get any diseases.
They were just
Oh,
sitting
we've
there
had a
like,
few
I don't
people
think he's
hit-
gonna make it.
Yeah, we've had a few people who had broken fingers and, sent them off to the hospital type thing.
I'm just picturing like an old cartoon where they're like two people like running in, bringing in a stretcher, and like putting them on a stretcher and like
Picking
running
up the
around.
ball instead.
Loading them on the back of a horse. Even the Amish don't do that. They just call me. They're like, I gotta go to the hospital. My kid's dying.
I'm not laughing at that. Oh my god, I'm still laughing at before.
The Amish
That's
legit
terrible.
won't call an ambulance. They call me.
That's terrible. Why did you make me laugh at that?
I don't know why you laughed at that.
I was laughing at we were saying previous, and you were like, oh, like bringing it down 10 levels, and it was like Amish dead children. Like, what the fuck?
Almost dead children. What?
That's what he said.
I didn't say nobody's dead.
No, he didn't.
totally
He said
did.
that's what the
Injured. He
Amish
said
do.
I heard dead.
No, he didn't say dead.
But no, it is a lot of fun. It really is. And, just
No, it
get
looks
out
like a lot of fun.
And we have a whole lot of. They've seen some photos and grinning from ear to ear. You'd see.
Nah, it looks like a lot of fun. Just the whole vibe you guys got going on. And then not only do you do it in one spot, you kind of do it all over the country.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, he travels all over his state, and I'm sure the other states that have vintage teams do the same.
Yeah, it's like a big nationwide thing. That's why that VBBA.org is an important site for y'all. Because y'all could probably do something local or within a couple hours of where you live. Take a nice day trip, vibe out to some 1800s baseball, yo.
I mean, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. I mean, so kind of that area I travel.
Right. That's so cool.
I know you're
What's
gonna be when you travel near me. I'm coming. We coming this summer. We loaded up.
Go ahead, Bruce.
Nah, I don't even want to talk no more.
No, go ahead, Bruce.
He was done.
I talked enough. I've been talking all
I
day.
was gonna ask him what's the furthest he's traveled for a game.
Mackinac City, Mackinac Island.
How far is that?
Yeah.
300 and some.
Miles?
50 miles. A day night, travel.
Yeah.
Spend the
Wow.
night there.
It's pretty
Play the
far.
game during the day. Drive back the next day.
That really is dedicated. And like you said, you don't get paid for this. You do this because you love it.
Well, all of them too. All these guys are meeting, scheduling. There's a lot of logistics to make this happen, and they're doing it all over just for the love of this. That makes it the coolest thing.
JR, how long have you been with this particular group of men that you play with?
Coming up on 15 years probably.
And so have you been on this team practically the whole time?
Oh yeah, this is the only team I played for.
Wow. So you guys must really have like a bond.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So y'all
That's
are all
so
pretty
great.
much brothers and bats.
Yeah.
Brothers and pets.
And we've got we talk about different nicknames. One of our manager used to be called Scenic Route, and that's because if you
Scenic
followed
route?
him where Scenic Route, okay, because he would get lost and you take the scenic route to wherever you were going.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's how they did it back in the day.
Yeah, right.
He even traveled there vintage style.
And we've got all sorts of real funny nicknames for people, between Screwball or Milkman. Milkman
Wow.
he always delivers though, so I don't have to worry about him too much.
Milkman.
I gotta hear the story behind that one.
You got to watch the wives around that guy.
Yep.
Was that it?
No, he.
I was gonna say you better spill that tea.
He delivers milk as he goes to different farms.
Yeah, he does.
And actually hauls it to. He's a milkman.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
But it's high up in the lineup, and we joke that the milkman's going to deliver again.
Yeah, you did.
There we go. It's funny. The ladies are lighting up the chat now, yo.
Right.
So JR, if you had to give me, Bruce, and Biggs a nickname, what would it be?
Oh Lord.
Oh no.
I want to hear it.
Why do you do this to us, Brokers?
Why do you do that to me? Oh.
On the spot.
Well, I would have to see Bruce and Biggs play baseball first, and that usually decides how you get your nickname.
Safe. That's what I am. I just named myself.
That is your name. Safe.
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 Because JR ain't giving me one. I'm safe. Now give Brokers a really bad one, JR.
What? Why?
Just because. That's what
I
would do.
couldn't do that.
Why? Wow.
Because you come with the hard questions, Barbara Walters.
This is Baba Waters. Just because that's a great reason. It is a great reason.
Yeah.
Although with my children, I found that just because is not good, because then they just keep going, well, why? Well, why?
So, what do you think the people need to know? Did we miss anything? Is there something that you want to touch on that we haven't touched on that's important to you, or that you want to let the people know? The world listens to this.
The world will never know.
The world listens. I know.
Yeah, it's
the biggest thing is this was the original baseball was made for the entertainment of the fans. They're going, so the rules are set up in such a way that it's high scoring, and it's really involves the fans a lot.
So it's like interactive?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Now, what kind of interaction with the fans do y'all do?
We've had times where we've had people from the fans get up and hit for us.
Really?
Come on and practice. Well, remember you saw that one of the videos. There's kids. We bring the kids in to hit some.
That's great.
So if you see me at one of your games over the summer, DJ Bruce gonna pinch hit for you.
You can pit hit. You betcha.
Wow.
You get a home run, brother.
Oh shit.
That's an honor.
I will home run that shit.
All right, listen. The
Well,
kids
because
are old enough.
You can't swing and miss. So you wait for one that you're gonna like.
No, I
If
used
it's
to
all
be
day. It's all day.
I used to be a little league baseball coach and
You're gonna have
stuff.
to
Like
practice.
I can totally sport, yo.
You're like rusty. That was like 10 years ago.
I could still knock it.
That was a really long time ago.
I'll use my
ouch.
bong as a bat.
We're gonna have to like take you out to the pasture and practice.
Wow, Brookers has no faith in me.
You're already been put out the pasture.
I know. She's retiring me, yo.
I thought I was sounding old timey.
I have seen some interesting shirts that you'd like. On the front side, it would say, let's see, no gloves, no fear. But I think the wife on the back wanted to put no brain, but that was beside the point.
No glove, no love.
No gloves. Said no gloves, no fear.
Safe sex, everybody.
Fucking Brookers. We mentioned the word milkman, and now we're talking about no glove, no love.
So go chasing waterfalls.
So just like mine was, it started out as a one-armed bandit. It turned into the bandit. Okay.
Right.
Well, you never know what your nickname is going to be. We had someone called Screwball, and well, there was a reason behind that.
Yeah, there's always a reason behind it, you said, right?
Oh yeah.
I think
And it could
I'd
change
nickname
as-
myself.
It could change as you do stupider stuff, right? Or if something happens.
You're right. Make a great play. We got a guy by the name of Squirt. He started
Squirt?
Squirt. Yeah, he started when he was like 15.
Oh,
the
I
youngest
thought he
one up
like
there, so we called him
squirted
Squirt.
a Hershey. That would have been funny.
A Hershey.
He was up the bat and he scored a Hershey.
Squirted a Hershey.
He was running and he had squirted Hershey.
And you talk about not being not wearing too much protection. Okay, we had someone whose nickname was Hot Cereal. Well,
What?
after his nickname was Hot Cereal.
I gotta
because-
hear this.
you'll like it. His nickname was Hot Cereal. Before every game, he would have like an oatmeal for hot cereal. Well, he took a line drive up the middle, and his nickname changed to Grape Nuts.
Oh. Poor guy. Poor guy.
A different cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. What
I
other
think-
funny name stories do you have? Like
Well, there's been several about people who misplayed stuff or threw the wrong bases. Muffins. Get nicknamed like that.
Muffins?
Can we hear the story behind muffins?
What, you want to hear all the stories,
Well,
don't you?
To muff a play means you botched it up. Well, after enough times that you do that, you somehow get a nickname of Muffins because they know if it was hit to you, you better send somebody else to go get the ball.
That is great.
I think my nickname, if I had to do my nickname based off of my softball skills, Angel in the outfield. Bam!
There we go. Boom.
Angel in the outfield.
I was center field. I caught every mofo. Everyone. It was like a wall. You couldn't get past me. Plus, I'm pretty.
Plus, she's pretty.
If I do say so myself.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, we got someone by the name of Fingers, and we got somebody by the name of
JR, you
Bear Claw.
can't just say these names without the story. Because now you just making us wonder. You're like opening doors and we're like sticking our heads in.
Like, what happened to his fingers? Is he
fingers
like
because
all
he could-
fingers?
He
All
was
thumbs?
awesome catching. I mean, boom. He would nab that thing up and you'd see it hanging off the end of his fingers. It's like, how are you hanging onto that thing? But he did.
Gotcha. Fingers.
And
Now-
Bear Claw because his hands were like huge.
Now, your wife also dresses up, right?
Yeah, she wore an outfit before to one of them. So yeah, she's done that.
So, is it like something that the wives normally do? Like, the wives like to get involved?
Yeah, there's a couple couples that do that. He's also one of the ones that likes to go to Civil War reenactment. He is involved in that. So his wife has a petticoat, skirt, big hoop skirt, the whole 9 yards.
Wow. Some days, I wish that we would like go back and like dress like that, you know?
See, and
But
now,
then if it gets like 100 degrees here, and it's like, yeah, no.
but now you can dress like that, and now you can go back. You just gotta click on that link and find when it comes to your town.
Coming to a city near you. No.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
should be an advertiser.
VBBA.org is the site.
Yeah, and they're getting ready to hold their yearly convention. I think it probably showed that's usually mid-March, end of March, where a lot of the managers go there and they will actually meet and kind of exchange schedules for the year. Because right now we don't know who we're playing until probably 1st of April.
So that everybody can kind of get their schedules arranged together so that y'all can play.
Yep.
All right, on. And now, do you guys hold normal practices?
The ones that want to show well, yes.
Now, is there like a World Series?
Yeah, the one that you just saw, Greenfield Village is a historical town in southeast Michigan, and they brought in clubs, 18 or 16 clubs from all over, from Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, and they have usually that's like a 2-day tournament in August where they do the World Series.
Now, do they do like All-Star games after World Series? You know what I mean?
Not really.
Not really. So the
But
World.
say your World Series is based on, since you don't know who you're going to play, our World Series is based on last year's results.
Oh.
Oh, that's different.
So it's like a never-ending game.
Yeah.
Correct. How we do this year will determine if we go to next year's World Series.
Interesting. How many new people do you get on average?
Like interested coming in to join up with this, or is it like a fading away? Is it
2 or 3. I mean, depends on. We've had people walk by and we'd give them a card, and sometimes we'd see them, sometimes we wouldn't, but a couple a year.
That's good. People should be interested in this. This sounds like so much fun.
Well, and that's why I think, we thought it was a good decision to pin the VBBA.org.
Yeah, I will definitely 1,000% be at some sort of game this summer
Absolutely.
with my fam. This, like, when we were discussing this in the Discord a few weeks back, and it's cool, man. It's cool.
It's definitely a vibe. And if you don't know, JR is the best mod
On Twitch,
on
ever.
Twitch, ever.
Oh boy.
The quickest.
Won't be
He's
able to
quicker
walk
than
around.
Stream Elements.
It's swell too much.
He's quicker than Moobot, yo.
He's got the quickest fingers in the West.
He's quicker than all the bots, yo. He's fast.
I did break Steam Elements not too long ago.
Yo, and then my chat be moving on my show. Like, shit's a vibe in there. My man JR just, he works that shit. Like, he's amazing. I truly am grateful.
Get you that Whopper Jr., Tara. You go get it.
Burger King.
Burger King. Have it your way.
We had get that double. We had the doubles the other day. They were the bomb, yo. We had Burger King. Remember?
Yeah, we did. What was it?
It was
I
like
don't know,
a double
It was like a different one. It was really good though.
double cheeseburger thing with some Thousand Island dressing
It was really good. And bacon.
and bacon. Yeah, it's like a bacon good burger.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Who's Ed?
Ed.
I'm a dude. He's a dude.
She's a dude.
'Cause we're
Everybody's
all
a
dudes.
dude.
Y'all are all dudes, yo.
If you're gone when I get back, I love you all. Yeah, we're about done. We might be gone, but we might not be. I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Tara.
Peace. Peace.
Peace. Deuces.
Peace. Burgers on the gas grill.
Nice.
That's a vibe.
Now I want burgers.
I want to
All
fire.
right, Hank Hill.
I want to fire up the grill, yo. I don't got gas though. I'm doing it like vintage baseball when I grill. I be using charcoal and wood. I old school.
That's a cute little duckling. Just like they tore down our BK and built a smaller one in its place. Took months. People were. Why would they do that?
Wow.
That's weird.
Because McDonald's is better. And they got a cool ass clown.
You know what though?
Instead of a creepy ass big head king.
The king's pretty cool. He dances and shit. He serves people. And
His
he got
head
rings.
too big. His head too big.
Handsome. Plastic.
Ronald gonna get gangster on him. Cut him.
Wendy's is gangster. You ever see Wendy's on Twitter?
Yeah, when they were having a fight about the chicken sandwiches between Popeyes and McDonald's.
Whoever is in charge of Wendy's Twitter is like the best. There is some shit. But yeah, so if you're interested, go to VBBA.org. I am done with my questions. Does anybody else have any? Chat even?
Yeah,
there's a
I
chat.
do actually.
Well, Biggs got one, and while Biggs is going, if the chat's got any questions about this for JR, hit the chat, and then when Biggs is done, we'll read y'all up.
So JR, y'all sell food at the events, right?
Yeah, they usually have some stuff going on.
So is it like period food, like air
Like
food, or
what?
is it like?
No.
Chocolate?
I don't know. Hey, they try to keep everything fucking vintage, right?
You said period food. I
Yeah.
was thinking
Yeah,
like
like
potato chips
air.
and chocolate.
Yeah, well, only you would think that, Brooklyn.
I mean,
No, that's a
they'll
good question, though.
They'll do dogs, or they'll do burgers, or they'll do something like that. And a lot of times will be tied into some type of historical heritage days, they call it, or they'll do some type of festival that is going on in the background.
That would be fun.
Oh, so that's a part of a show in itself.
You know what
Yes.
would be really cool is
Gotcha.
if like the whole town got together, like
Yeah.
wherever it was getting played, and like just everybody just went, like you had like pie eating contests and the baseball game playing and maybe even like a little carnival, just like some cool thing. That would be so much fun.
Y'all had me at hot dogs, yo.
You have any hot dogs? What kind
But
of
yeah,
hot dogs?
I mean, they'll do corn on the cob, they'll do all that type, but it's all for just the entertainment of the fans. They'll sell popcorn and caramel corn, and of course sarsaparilla. Don't forget that.
Yeah, don't forget the
while the game's
sarsaparilla.
going on.
U.S. Brokers, when I go to sporting events and stuff, like when my kids did like footballs and all that stuff, it'd be like 9 in the morning, 8 in the morning, and I'm up there like, let me get 6 cheese dogs.
I was like, Bruce was always at the shack. We'd be getting like fried. What was it? That fried one that we got. It was like a dessert.
Fried cheesecake. That's
Fried
fire.
cheesecake. Like, have you ever had fried cheesecake?
Everything fried in the South, yo.
That was like the bomb diggity.
But yeah, chat, last chance. Y'all got questions?
We've got answers.
JR's got answers. Y'all got questions about vintage baseball, yo.
Don't forget, our information comes up. There's the Discord and our Twitters and each other.
Yeah, Brooklyn, by the way, you got to fix that too.
What did I do?
The socials and the links in the socials got to have a space between them. All of them.
Okay. So like hit like the enter when I do it?
No space.
And kind of along the lines of what Big Baker put in there, actually, they, spitting and chewing wasn't allowed.
It was
when
a
it first
gentleman's
came out.
sport.
Oh yeah, it was a gentleman's game. So
You
that
gotta
type
act
of stuff,
proper, yo.
you'll get fined.
25 cents.
Yep, 25 cents. And back then,
That's a
like
lot.
a couple days. That's like a couple
Oh, that
days.
was like real
wages.
time money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like-
snap.
You just lost your paycheck because you fucked around at baseball on Saturday.
What?
That's
That back then, 25 cents. In the 1800s, oh, that's a week's salary.
That's what I was saying. You lost your paycheck. You got paid on Friday your quarter, and then you drank a little bit too much and fucked around at
What?
baseball. And guess what? You got some shit to explain on Monday to your wife.
That's
So it's all
crazy.
gentleman's game. I mean, the
I see
umpire,
it, Biggs.
he doesn't call outs. He lets the two players who were involved in the play call it. And if they both disagree, then they pull the managers over there. They talk about it, and if finally he's involved, he's actually called an arbitrator. He makes it. Once he's done, boom, it's done, and continue on.
So he's like the mitigator.
Damn.
Yep.
Y'all just went through like the Supreme Court.
For real.
Oh yeah. So and you know if you were out or safe. He knows if he tags you or didn't tag you.
Yeah, so,
So,
if someone lies, they
the
get
two-
fined, right?
It was a gentleman's game.
So if say you lied about it, they give you a fine.
You wouldn't because you would have to because you weren't being gentlemanly.
Correct. And sliding, they didn't believe in sliding. You're not supposed to lose your feet. Okay, you can't slide into bases, type thing. So that.
Yeah, that was it. No sliding.
So guys that invented that stuff were like rule breakers. They were like,
Well, how did it flip, JR? How did it flip from what you play to what we know baseball as today?
yeah, what made the big change?
Money and being more competitive.
Gambling and shit.
Like
Bingo.
sports.
Okay. Now, you come running into base. You're standing up. It's easy to tag you. Oh, how about if I slide? I'm underneath the tag. Oh, I'm now safe because he didn't tag me.
So they kind of bent the rules because the nice gentleman's game got corrupted.
Correct. And now you're starting to pay the players because they're getting better, and now all that gets involved, and money kind of ruined it.
And then
The
we
game.
got to make technical things and extra rules and bend rules so we could try to win. And I feel you. It got corrupted.
That's a shame. I mean, like certain things like wearing a baseball glove, a helmet, a cup. That stuff I understand because, as society, we've evolved. But like you said, like the cheating and the underminedness and stuff like that, it's not gentlemanly anymore. I mean, not that long ago, we saw a fight break out in the baseball, and it's not unheard of, but it's not common either.
Yeah, I heard that too, Bake Baker. The new baseballs for this year, they have bigger bases.
Huh. To avoid collisions, probably. There's been a lot of that.
Yep.
They need airbags.
Well, but they also will put a
They're gonna
bag in foul territory, and if you run down the baseline and you hit that bag, so there's no collisions at first base.
Makes sense. I remember when we started doing with the kids, was what they used to do is for first base, they had the white bag, right? That the person who was playing first would be on, and then right next to it was an orange bag. And if you were the batter and you were running, they wanted you to run into the orange bag and pass that one. Remember?
Correct. Yep.
Which I'm assuming
Well,
is
that
a
all
similar
that all
thing.
has to do with, yes, it's more safer, collisions, that type of thing. But, those all were stuff they added to the game for that reason.
I'm just surprised though too. Like if they did that with first, why wouldn't they do that with second or third or home even?
Well, you're not supposed to overrun those bases though.
True.
You could overrun home.
Yeah.
That's true. You run right off. Once you hit it, you can continue on.
If you can get past the catcher trying to kill you.
You've seen there's been such nasty collisions at home plate.
I believe it. I've
used
seen
to be,
it.
I used to be a catcher when I was younger, and I used to tackle motherfuckers coming home. Like I would straight up come at you like football.
Like your coaches would like yell at you like, you better dig in deep. You better not freaking move.
I'd see him coming running at me, and once they get about 3/4 away down the line, I would just charge him and tackle him. Just run right at him.
As hard as you could. Like shoulder, you put your shoulder into it.
Right with the shoulder, and then catcher's got his hands. You got all your catcher
Right?
pads on?
I know you had to like knock them off and like do like one of those ones where you like knock into them so hard that they do a flip.
I used to feel indestructible doing that. That's why I used to do it.
And we're brutal.
Be a monster about it.
We're not gentlemanly or ladylike.
It was not a
I would
gentleman.
knock them flat on their asses.
It was not a gentleman's game when I played.
It was not.
Even when I coached Little League, it was not a gentleman's
Well, but the
game.
thing is, right? So back in the day when we played, like your coach would like beat your asses if you lost games and if you were stupid and messed up.
Plus, we were playing for ice cream, yo.
Yeah, and you didn't get ice cream after the game. That sucked. Like going home, no ice cream, or then your sibling won their game and they got ice cream,
Yeah.
and then you had to go.
That's just bullshit.
Your mom like goes like, you guys can share this one. It was a struggle. Getting triggered. No. But yeah, so JR, I bet you guys didn't know this about JR. No Dairy Queen for you, yeah. I never in a million years would I have guessed that this was something that you partook in. I also never thought it was even a thing, like compared to how like the Civil War reenactments are, that there was actually people that took an interest in this and are keeping it alive today. I think that's just the most badass of badassery ever.
Yeah, this is such a vibe, it's not even funny.
Well, thank you. I mean, I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and you know, it allows you to get outside a little bit, and just enjoy the the friendship.
They be out there touching grass, yo.
Yeah.
Touching grass. That's what Bruce tells their kids when he sees that they've been on their like phones or tablets or whatever too long. He goes, "Yo, go touch grass."
I'm telling you though, like
He
summertime.
makes them go outside.
Summertime vibes is like these visuals, yo. Y'all can be out there in the nice green grass, bring some edibles or whatever so y'all can still have your vibe. And just get out there, like it's healthy for you. And then you got some entertainment. And not just like everyday bullshit. Like this is something different. Like nobody knew about this. Now we know. Well, now we gotta go. You gotta go see it. You gotta go experience this.
Big Baker says, "Excellent podcast tonight. Thank you. I appreciate it."
Yeah, and big shout out and thanks to JR for coming on, teaching us all about this, showing the world, yo.
Man.
Vintage baseball's alive, it's thriving, and we all gotta go just
Go to a game. See if there's one going near you.
watch baseball and eat some fucking hot dogs, yo, and sit in the sun.
Peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
Von Brookers did a great job doing some research. I mean, she found a lot of interesting stuff. And
Dude,
the
I
sport is
I
involved.
hardly had to do much. I mean, the VBBA website really did it mostly for me.
Yeah, and you can get all the information on there, yo.
It was an amazing site, very well done site.
Schedules, games,
Sign-ups to join.
take you to different links and Facebooks and different stuff so you can find this going on in your local area.
Make sure you check it out.
Bake Baker's gonna watch Angels in the Outfield now.
There you go.
If you build it, they will come.
That's not that movie, but okay.
No, isn't it?
Remember, no, that's
No.
What one was that one? Kevin
That was
Costner.
Field
That's
of
Field
Dreams.
of Dreams.
Yeah, Field
Oh,
of Dreams.
what, Angels in the Outfield. Which one was that one?
That had Christopher Lloyd in it.
That was the name, Angels in the Outfield. It
I was
the-
thinking of the right movie. It's just no. I was thinking of I had the right line to the right movie, but I was thinking you guys were talking about a different movie.
Yeah.
Nerman.
That's now your nickname.
What's her nickname?
What's my nickname?
Angels in the Outfield.
Angels in the Outfield. Yeah, see, that's why, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, folks, next week will be a new one. I'm gonna take a hiatus for spring break with my kids. I don't remember when that is, but that's not gonna be till April. So That way, we can all enjoy our nice little spring breaks. But yeah, that's it. Ba-dee, that's all, folks.
Great job,
Thanks.
both of you. All three.
You
all
did
three.
amazing. You're a natural.
Why does
You had it
everybody
right.
always forget about me, yo?
No, he forgot about me.
No, he didn't forget about you. He knows who does what around here. I'm sorry, JR. I'll step up.
What are you thinking?
It's your gig, man.
Here, what do you think?
But yeah, we got a raid, so stay for that.
Anybody have any show suggestions? Please put it up in the Discord. And yeah. And if I don't think of anything in the meantime, I'll definitely do it. If I do think of something, I'll do it another time. But yerp.
Yeah, stay for the raid. We can send you off to an awesome lady, yo.
She is in the middle of watching us, so we're a little bit late.
We're a little late, but it's a vibe over there, and she's always hanging out in all our streams. She's an awesome streamer. I don't even think we've rated her in a while from here.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah, we normally do Schmidt and Trey and Bree. So I think it's old grumpy mama, yo.
Yo.
Yeah,
Night, y'all.
Let's go show some love. She's watching a cool ass movie. She's doing Think I Married an Axe Murderer.
Yeah, I think I married an axe murderer.
So they over there vibing out with some comedy, yo. So big
Okay,
giant love,
cool.
everyone.
Love y'all.
Take care. Love y'all.
Take care.
Yeah, old grumpy mama's awesome. Big Baker, have a good night. My man JR, thanks once again for coming through, teaching us about vintage baseball. This shit's so cool, yo. It really is.
Did we rate?
Yeah, it's going.
Did it go?
It takes its time. Blades, Mrs. MJ, y'all have a great night. Just everyone have a great night, yo.
Have a great night, everybody.
We're gonna rate
Have
in
a good week,
second.
everybody.
Put your seatbelts on. Make sure y'all ready for this flight. It's only gonna take a second. It's gonna be like poof. We're gonna be at old grumpy mama's vibing out. It's gonna be cool. She's cool. She's real cool.
Yeah, she's actually really good at playing video games too.
Yeah, she's an awesome streamer.